Hello and welcome to our final roundup of the Dialog Rugby A Division League tournament, and we have a winner for you. That winner, of course, Kandy Sports Club, by virtue of a 1-point defeat at Nithavala. They managed to hold out and get the bonus point that they required to hold on to the league title, although Navy did everything they possibly could to try and win the title off them. If Navy had a bigger win, then we would have seen them win the title, but unfortunately for the Navy fans, Kandy managed to keep them down. They didn't give them the bonus point for the 4 tries, so that was very important for Kandy. So they started off with a defensive game plan, but only had themselves to blame once again. Roshan Weeraratne, the entrusted kicker on the day, not getting as much as 11 points over the score on the scoreboard. He missed 3 penalties, which are very kickable, and that was always going to be a problem. We had talked about this in that Kandy lineup for a long time. In the last match that was played between Kandy and Havelocks, also we spoke about it, and Dulaj Pereira was really someone that managed to put a huge distance between Kandy and Havies because of his place kicking, and Roshan Weeraratne was not able to do that. So Kandy needed to score tries. Unfortunately for them, they weren't able to do enough of that at Nithavala, but Navy, with that big dominant pack, they managed to really rumble themselves into the Kandy defensive line, but Kandy defense held. They were strong. Christopher Clutie once again outstanding, and Oscar Uma also very good in defense. But Navy, I think one problem is the fact that their big forward pack, that's their biggest weapon. Unfortunately for them, without some penetration in the back division, without Chandimal playing the sort of game he plays, without Pushpa Kumara to do the sort of service that he does from the base, I think Navy are really missing him quite a bit. He's the one that gave them a lot of good distribution and gave them front football so that they can attack with those backs that we know that they have. So unfortunately for them, they were not able to get it out to the big men out wide, the fast men out wide, and midfield is something that the distribution in midfield, the penetration in midfield is something Navy will have to think about when it comes down to the knockouts as well. So congratulations to Kandy. They managed to pull off some amazing victories. You don't forget the victories against Havelocks, first up in Nithavala and then at Havelock Park as well by 22 points to 20 with the last try of the game. They managed to win that match. So Kandy really have done this the hard way. They've done it through the school of hard knocks. Christopher Clutie, probably the outstanding player of the tournament for them. Fazil Marija also, in the few games that he did manage to start and make an impact, he did brilliantly well. They missed him in a few key games this season, and unfortunately Fazil is not getting any younger. Arshad Jamaldeen will have to step into those boots sooner rather than later. So that's something that we have to think about for Sri Lanka as well. We had another game on Saturday, and that was CRNFC versus Police, and another thriller. So everybody kept their best for this last weekend of the tournament. That was 30 points to 29 in favour of CRNFC. CR went into a 30 points to 24 lead, and we thought that it was done and dusted, but Police coming back, Apisai Nangaliva back with a vengeance for Police Sports Club, and they did a lot of damage. Musin Falil also playing against his old club, and Radhisha Seniviratne also playing against his old club. CRNFC also managing to do a little bit of damage to the CRNFC defense, and in the end, unfortunately, they were not able to put over the conversion that would have won them the game, taken them to 31-30, but instead it finished by 30 points to 29, much to the relief of the CRNFC supporters, and CR will finish 4th as a result of that win in the table. So we have Kandy, who finished tops. They are the champions. Congratulations to them. And then we have Navy coming in a close second place, although both are equal on points. It was on the basis of points for that Kandy actually managed to win the title. So a really exciting title race coming down to the last game of the season. We had Havelocks in 3rd and CRNFC in 4th. Army and Police can count themselves unlucky. They have a little bit more to do before they challenge for those top slots. They've got to get foreign recruits who can really destroy oppositions, and got to get the local recruits who can actually support them in their endeavors to do so. So that's something that we really need to see from these forces teams coming through. Now, rugby is not over though. With the school season just about to commence in a couple of days' time, we also have the Dialog Clifford Cup, which is going to be on your screens on ThePapare.com in just a couple of days. In fact, the next match, the first match, starts tomorrow, and we have CRNFC who play Army in one quarterfinal. We have Navy who play Air Force in the other quarterfinal, and then we have probably the closest quarterfinal, which is Havelocks playing Police Sports Club. Havelocks will be wanting to do a number on this. They want to win the Clifford Cup in their centenary year. They looked good for the league title as well. For some point, they were playing well. They were winning games. but unfortunately things fell away towards the end. But come the knockouts, they have the quality in their side. They got some good young players in order to do this, and some of the aging boys in the more experienced teams like Navy and in Kandy might be getting a little bit tired towards the end of this season. Let's see whether this Havelock's team has a surprise in store for us, the rugby fans. So let's wait and see how that one turns out. Havelock's versus Police, Navy versus Air Force, and then we have CRNFC versus Army. All those games will be at Racecourse, and it will be at 4:15, a 4:15 kickoff for all those games. So Friday and Saturday and Sunday also looking forward to all those 3 games on consecutive days. Don't forget we have the school rugby, unfortunately clashing with that, but that'll just be for a week or so until we get into the school's rugby business. So that brings us to the end of these updates for the Dialog Rugby A Division League. Once again, congratulations to Kandy Sports Club for winning the title this year. A real tough challenge there. The moment that they won it was probably that win over Navy at Valisara, where they were outstanding. Christopher Clutie playing a superb game that day, and Navy just unable to come back from that loss. They suffered a little bit with that setback, losing at home. So that was probably where the title was won and lost. So congratulations again, and to the Nittavala crowd as well for staying on in support of their team, even when it looked like they might go down to Havelocks, and when they did eventually go down to Navy at Nittavala, this crowd stayed strong, and that's something that a lot of the other teams would be hoping they have the same sort of crowd support. So looking forward to seeing all of you at the Dialog Clifford Cup action as well. It'll be live on ThePapare.com. Don't go anywhere for the rugby action for the rest of this year.